Hey guys, so I just thought I'd do a quick video on some defensive stuff, some movements for, depending on which art form, it's going to be a different uh, defensive technique that you'll use and a different strategy for defending. So another thing to keep in mind is if you're going to do mixed martial arts, then you're going to have to use smaller gloves, which basically means that everything needs to be a little sharper and a little tighter, because you don't want, in boxing, you can move around like that because you don't have to worry about knees or kicks, right? So anyways, so for hand defense, we can block up front, we can block here, we can block high for if they're coming with a hook for the back of the ear, back of the neck, back of the head. We can parry. Now be careful parrying their jab with your front hand, your lead hand, as if you do this and they catch on to it, I might just let you parry that, because if you're right-handed, your hands are here, my hand, and I'm right-handed as well, orthodox say. If I jab and you parry it, I might just do that to come right over behind it, right? So be very aware of that and parry more so with the backhand. You got your weaves, keeping in mind that in boxing, you can move like that if you wanted. You can have more freedom and go lower without worrying about takedowns, kicks. So knees. You got your weave. When you come down, bring your hands up so you don't get caught in the temple. We got our shuffle back or shuffle to the side, each way. We got our slips. Now, I believe in the freedom within martial arts, so I'm not going to tell you hands up, hands up. If your hands are in one position, your punches can only come from one angle, one position, and your blocking techniques as well. So it's a little easier to read, and it's about loosey-goosey and maintaining efficiency of all techniques: defense, offense, strategy, win, everything. So we got front blocks, parries, blocks, back high blocks. We got our body blocks. We want to drop our elbow. Now, don't do this to your boys in sparring, but an old dirty boxing move is to drop your elbows on his wrist, and that really hurts. And I used to hate when my own teammates did it to me, because it's like they might not realize, but you don't do it to your own teammates, man. You can drop them, so you want to shift down. I mean, another good little technique for a counter, if you're boxing or if you're infighting a sense, he punches, block down, you come right up in his guard right away. He throws a hook here and you block. If you come quick, he can't return. There's no way you can return fast enough. You're already inside his guard. So again, when you expose yourself, extend yourself to it on offense, there's always something open, and you have to be cautious of the defense. If you're going to all this, beware of all this, throwing shots, kicks, that you have to be aware to sprawl at any time. I mean, in MMA, especially if you're a striker versus grappler, they're going to want to get you down and get you out of there so that you can't use this stuff. And shoulder block, you want a down block, you want to, like I said, it's full sprawls. Overhook, you want to, if you're up against the cage is behind me, keep a wide base so that they can't scoop you up for a double leg. Keep your whizzer, which is an overhook, and then attack his wrist. He's going to try and control you. He's going to get in on a single. He's going to want to double you, control you. So wide base, overhook, whizzer, wrist control, circle off the cage. Another thing, we can dig underhooks, circle off the cage. Yeah, you want to be very aware of takedowns and takedown defense as a striker, because your weight distribution is going to be key. Your ring or cage generalship is going to be key, because it's the octagon within the octagon. That circle means that if they shoot on you, they can put you up against the cage. That basically means that a striker has to work within the inner octagon, always maintaining as awareness, so that you control the foot placements, you control the spots, stay off that floor and get the fight over with. So for kicking, we can check, you can get out of the way, switch stance to get out of the way. Now, there's no way to avoid damage from a leg kick if you're going to get hit. If you get out of the way is the only way to fully avoid damage. To check is to give damage back. And as we've seen with Anderson Silva and Chris Wyman, you can break your leg if you kick him properly. So again, mental clarity, mental focus on where you want to hit as opposed to throwing full power. As we know, the human body can be resilient. You can get run over and not break a bone, yet a guy can touch you with a little bit of pressure in the right spot and break it. So it's focus and it's placement over power. You got to have a vehicle to get the power to the target. So that's what they're going to do to you, and that's why you have to defend. So with your kicks, defense, you want to parry kicks. This is coming down through and catching them here with catching their heel. So if they front kick, boom, catch their heel and keep it. And then now you can sweep, you can hit. Don't let them off the hook. You want to take advantage now. You can also, the TriStar parry is if they came with a roundhouse, so high kick there, they have this hand high as they move out of position, and you're gauging the distance to take the power off that kick and keep it out of range. Wow, this is high, so that say he could float you, he could do the butterfly trick kick on you, and you miss your hand, and then if this is your only hand, boom. So they keep this one here. They're real professionals, and anything I can learn from them, and I'll listen to anything they say. So really appreciate those guys. You can block high kick with the cage, Muay Thai cage they call it. Because you block, come right back. If he threw the roundhouse kick, you're here, you come low and say he checks it, and then he's returning. So those guys get in a quick war, boom, boom, boom. They have to be able to move. Again, you can get out of the way. The Thai guys will avoid head kicks with those. Matrix. So there's many options. If you're blocking high kicks, go with both hands as opposed to one. If you watch Chuck Liddell, Rich Franklin, Chuck broke Rich's arm with a kick, and then Rich knocked him out with the broken arm. His heart, and true champions there, a couple of legends there. So block with both hands. That's Anderson Silva style right there. You want hitting your forearms. Let's see. I was taught when I seldom have trained Taekwondo, they put you down here for blocking your body and for blocking leg kicks. I'm never going to tell someone to do that because you just leave yourself too exposed. If you need to block a leg kick, check it, get out of the way, or catch it and take him down, come into him. I want to cover that. Sometimes it would seem to get away from an opponent to defend yourself, but in reality, coming into them, it takes away their striking range and effectively smothers them. I mean, sometimes that's the best one. In boxing, you'll see experts there using the clinch in and out. A good boxer, you'll see him doing that all night, and the ref will earn his money that night. So these are some pretty good basic defensive drills. It's defense, like I said, depending on which art you're using. We'll cover more jiu-jitsu when I have a partner to roll with, or two, so I can instruct while they move. And I really appreciate it, again, anyone who takes the time to listen, and I'm open to giving you guys feedback on a video you'd send, or taking your feedback on my stuff. I'm here to help and happy to do so, and what is a successful day? If you can walk, talk, see, and hear, you have food in your stomach and clothes, a bed to sleep in, I mean, you're doing better than, unfortunately, a lot of people in the world, so we got to change that together. And you see the sun rise and set and have those things. I mean, one could say it's selfish to ask for any more in a day. So just maintain your perspective, keep that in mind, and work on being the best you can be. And be diligent. Again, any questions, shoot them my way, and thanks again.